Trumpets of Truth International, serving up this food for thought.
Hi, Carol.
Hi, Rob.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
I see you're clean and tack. Do you mind
sure
if
am.
I help?
Not at all. Here,
Okay.
have a cloth.
You know, I was thinking, last Bible study, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too. I'm glad that there's some people out there that are beginning to see just how bad things are. You know, for a long time, as things started to decline, it seemed like people were just sticking their heads in the sand, really not wanting to see.
Well, when you really think about it, though, there is not one sector of society that hasn't gotten worse in the last few years.
Yeah.
I guess people really were just so busy, they didn't notice the evil creeping in today's society.
It's like, can you believe the things that they're teaching in the schools these days? There's no way I would let a child of mine be educated in today's schools without really checking him out.
Well, for the most part, society has turned into something that a few years back we would have called X-rated. Now it's considered normal. Their immodesty, filthy language, rebellion against God and his people, without conscience, creating things they know full well harm humanity.
I think the scariest thing coming on the scene today is this AI. When you think about it, it's reenacting the original sin.
Original sin? What do you mean?
Well, here, let me show you something. I'd like to set the scene for what I'm going to say by reading a scripture found in 1 Corinthians 3:19.
Oh, hey, let me pull that up on my phone. Here's how it reads. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God.
Now that's what I'm wanting you to see. The knowledge of this world and its inventions are foolishness to God. Through the prophet Isaiah, he said that his thoughts are way beyond what our thoughts are, and his ways are certainly not our ways. I'm paraphrasing, but the point I'm making is that the knowledge of this world is completely inferior to God's knowledge.
Well, this is why everything in the world falls apart and decays.
Yeah.
Because it was constructed from this foolish, inferior knowledge. Yet, like Eve, we keep right on seeking after it. Oh, okay, I get it. I get it. The original sin.
Yep. And through the continued stupidity of man, we've created a technology programmed with the same knowledge into what we call chatbots. These chatbots are designed to answer all your questions based on this same inferior knowledge.
I've read something about that. Now they've gone even farther by creating robots that have the ability programmed into them to teach themselves, put facts together, repair themselves, and even reach their own conclusions. How scary is this? Especially when you think about where this knowledge came from.
Well, because of all the money that can be made off of GPT, people will be told all about the good that can come from it. But what they're not told, and maybe those creating them don't even understand, because of this inferior knowledge they've been programmed from, they sure will not be trustworthy. And because it's a part of Satan's plan to be God of this planet and all on it in the first place, I promise you it will be used for evil. Think about this. Because humanoids can string knowledge and facts together and ultimately come up with conclusions on their own, they will become very dangerous to humanity. Here's a big reason why. Man won't be needed anymore as vessels for the enemy and his evil spirits to live through. They will be able to function on this earth without man. They can live through humanoids. In other words, all the plans that man has come up with for superiority are going to be passé. The Illuminists, their one world government, supremacy through technology and weaponry, all the little devices man has come up with to be top dog will fail. Satan has what he thinks is a foolproof plan that eradicates the need for man altogether. Those that don't understand the supernatural aren't going to understand what I'm talking about. But those that do sure will. Brings more light on Ephesians 6, doesn't it? Where it says that our battle is not with flesh and blood. It's with the powers, the principalities, the rulers of darkness, and spiritual hosts of wickedness. These are all evil spirits that need bodies to live here on earth. How horribly counterproductive are our wars against each other. Again, man is doing exactly what the enemy wants.
That's so scary, that humanoids could become a race of beings that don't belong to God and are a species that Satan himself is God of?
And this is how Satan plans to win for himself the one world government that mankind has been pushing for. And he will do it through robots. But I tell you what's even more scary, the numbers of people that don't believe in God. There's nothing that we can do to stop all of this on our own. Nothing. There's no hope. No hope. No future for humanity without him.
So through their unbelief, everything evil in this world can accelerate at full speed. Satan will take over, and man can't do anything to stop it. So Isaiah 14:12 through 14 will be fulfilled.
John 15:5 explicitly tells us that, and it's God's law. Here, let me read that one. I am the vine, you are the branches. He who abides in me and I in him bears much fruit. Now here is what is so important for man to understand. For without me, you can do nothing. Again, the law of God.
Wow. Those of us that do believe in God need to be praying hard he will intervene quickly. But you know, we can have hope in this. Jesus said, "Fear not." He has already defeated the world, the powers, the principalities, the rulers of darkness, and all of the wicked spirits. This would even include those operating through the robots also, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. And he already defeated the prince of the power of the air. And we know who that is.
Satan.
And here's the best part. He has already defeated all the works of the enemy. So this would include AI, meaning provision has already been made for our victory over them.
But that's why it's so important that God's people come out of the systems of the world. Stop fighting one another. Pull together and pray as never before that God's plan for restoration of man will move ahead quickly, rapidly to that victory.
And we already know what the promises are concerning the works of the enemy and what the covenant is. We win.
If you've enjoyed this video and would like to learn more, check out the related links in the description box below. You can also visit our website at trumpetsoftruth.com, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.